Hello, my friend. Welcome to your sleep story tonight. This is your moment to rest, to soften, and to drift gently into dreams. You have carried the weight of the day, and now you can finally set it down. You are safe here, you are supported, and nothing is required of you except to listen and to let go. Take a slow breath in and feel the air fill your body like a soft tide rolling in, and breathe out gently as the tide drifts back to the sea. With every breath you release the noise of the day, and you move closer to a quiet place inside yourself. As you listen to my voice, imagine that you are wrapped in a warm blanket of calm, a blanket that holds you with kindness and ease. Notice the way your body begins to soften, your shoulders, your hands, your face, letting everything grow light and untroubled. This is a story for you, a story to carry you far away from worries and closer to rest tonight. We will wander to a village where something gentle and magical is waiting to be remembered, and as we move through the story, you may find yourself drifting in and out of sleep, and that is perfectly fine. This story will keep flowing like a calm river, guiding you deeper and deeper into peace. Let your eyes grow heavy, let your breath grow slower, and allow yourself to simply be here in this safe and quiet space. Together, we will step into tonight's dream. Hello, my friend. Welcome to tonight's story. This is your time to rest, to let go, and to drift into calm sleep. You have done enough today, and now you can simply listen and breathe gently as the story carries you away far. Beyond the busy roads there is a small village named Willowbrook. It is a place where the river flows slowly and the trees lean close, as if listening to secrets. The people here live quietly. Their cottages are warm, their gardens filled with herbs and flowers, and yet there by is something they no longer remembering. The center of the village stands a tall stone tower. The tower holds an old bell, and long ago that bell would ring each evening. It was said that the sound was softer than music, but stronger than silence. When the bell sang, the whole village felt at peace. Children would sleep more easily, and the air itself seemed filled with comfort. But one day, many years ago, the bell grew silent. No one knew why. Some thought the rope had broken. Others said the bell had simply grown tired after so many years, and so the people learned to live without it. They still baked bread and tended gardens. They still greeted each other kindly, but something gentle was missing. One summer evening, a boy named Elias wandered to the tower. He liked to sit beneath it, watching the clouds drift across the sky. That night, he placed his hand on the cool stone, and for the first time he wondered what the bell might sound like if it returned. He closed his eyes and imagined a deep, warm note echoing across the village. The wind stirred then. A faint shimmer passed through the leaves. The rope of the bell moved slightly, though no one had touched it. Elias gasped softly and waited. The bell gave a small sigh, like a breath taken after a long sleep. Then a single note rang out, clear and kind, drifting over the cottages, over the river, and into the hills. Villagers looked up from their tables and their lanterns. Some smiled without knowing why. Some felt their shoulders grow lighter. Some simply paused to listen. The forgotten bell had returned, and with it a memory of peace. A reminder that even quiet places can hold hidden magic waiting to be noticed again that night. As the bell faded into silence, the people of Willowbrook felt something deep within themselves. They felt safe, they felt calm, and they felt ready for dreams. And so, as you listen, let that same calm wash over you. Let your breath slow, let your body soften. Like the people of Willowbrook, may you rest peacefully as the forgotten bell sings once more. Asterisk. Hello, my friend. Welcome to tonight's sleep story. This is your time to rest and to let go of the long day. You are safe here. You are supported, and nothing is needed from you now except to listen to the calm voice and drift toward your dreams in a quiet village. There was a garden unlike any other by day. It looked simple, with roses bending gently, herbs growing in soft lines, and butterflies drifting from leaf to leaf. But the secret of this place was hidden until night. The people of the village believed it was only an ordinary garden, yet the older ones whispered that when the clock reached midnight, the air changed, the flowers glowed faintly, and the garden began to sing. No one knew where the song came from, perhaps from the vines that curled along the stone wall, or perhaps from the petals that opened wider under the moonlight. Some said it was the earth itself sighing with peace. Whatever it was, the song was soft and low-like, the voice of the night itself. One evening, a girl named Clara could not sleep. She walked into the garden while the village slept. The stars were bright above her, and the air was cool. She sat quietly on a wooden bench, and as the clock touched midnight, the first note began. It was not loud, but gentle, like a lullaby hidden inside the wind. The flowers leaned closer. The grass shimmered faintly. Clara listened, her eyes growing heavy. She felt as if the song was wrapping around her heart, a warm blanket, made not of cloth, but of sound. The song carried her into memory. She thought of summer days, of laughter, of moments she had forgotten. It was as if the garden was reminding her of every peaceful thing she had ever known, and soon she no longer felt the weight of her worries. She only felt the soft pull of dreams' wind. She awoke in the morning. The garden was quiet again. Only the gentle hum of bees and the rustle of leaves remained, but she carried the memory of the midnight song with her, and she smiled, knowing that every night the garden would sing again, even if no one was awake to hear it. And so as you lie here, let the song of that midnight garden reach you, to let it move through your body. Let it quiet your thoughts and soften your breath until you drift into sleep, safe and calm, wrapped in the music of dreams. Asterisk. Tonight, we will drift into a quiet story about a gentle river. A river that carried not only water, but also dreams and wishes from those who lived nearby. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of this river, the night sky above glowing with silver light, the stars reflected in the moving water, as if the heavens had touched the earth. You listen to the soft flow of the river, and it feels like the world is slowing down. With each gentle wave you place your hand in the cool water and feel the way it moves like silk against your skin. As you breathe slowly, you notice the river carries more than ripples. It carries whispers of stories that belong to every dreamer who once stood here. The village beside this river believed that if you closed your eyes and sent your wish into the flowing stream, The water would carry it far into the night and bring back a dream that would soothe your heart. Tonight, you too can give a thought to the water. Let it carry your worries away. Let it take what feels heavy and turn it into commune. Begin to walk along the river path, soft grass beneath your feet, the night air gentle around you, the sound of crickets in the meadow, the breeze moving through the tall trees. Each step feels lighter, each breath more free. The river is guiding you. It wants you to rest, to feel safe, to let go soon. You find a small wooden bridge, and you pause at its center. The moon is high, the light falling like silver dust across the water. The river moves, endlessly steady and calm. You lean against the railing and close your eyes for a moment. You feel as if the river itself is carrying you, not just your body, but your mind, your heart, your deepest self, carrying you into a place of peace. As you listen, the river hums a quiet song, a lullaby of the earth, soft and endless. You know that tonight it will carry your dreams too, and as you follow its gentle current in your imagination, you allow yourself to drift into sleep, calm, safe, and deeply at rest. Asterisk. Tonight we step into a hidden library, a place so quiet that even the air seems to listen. The walls are tall and endless, filled with shelves of ancient books, each one glowing. Softly, as if holding a secret light, you enter slowly, your footsteps gentle on the smooth wooden floor, and the silence is not empty. It is alive, it is filled with whispers. You reach out to touch a book, its cover feels warm beneath your hand, and as you open it, the pages stir like leaves in a summer breeze. The words do not stay still. They move, they drift, they whisper to you softly, as if they want to be remembered, but not in sound, in feeling. The story enters your mind like a calm tide, filling you with peace. You walk further into the library and notice ladders that stretch high toward the stars. Painted on the ceiling, lanterns swing above, casting golden patterns that move like flowing water. The air carries the scent of old paper, mixed with lavender. Each breath you take feels like stepping deeper into dream. There is no one else here, and yet you do not feel alone. The books are companions. Their whispers wrap around you gently, telling you stories of places you have never seen, oceans that never end, gardens that bloom in moonlight, mountains where clouds rest like blankets. Every story feels like a lullaby, written just for you. You find a chair near the window and sit. The pages of another book turn on their own, as if the library itself wants to read to you. The whispers grow softer, slower, calmer, until they sound like the rhythm of your own breath. The library is not only a place of stories, it is a place of rest, a place that holds you with cars. Your eyes grow heavy. You know that the whispers will continue even as you drift into sleep. They will tell you gentle tales through the night, guarding you with quiet voices and carrying you safely deeper and deeper into dreams. Asterisk. Tonight we will wander to a quiet village where an old clock tower stands tall against the sky. Its stones weathered and gentle from many years of watching over the town. The tower has seen mornings filled with golden light and nights wrapped in soft silver moon. It has heard laughter in the streets and felt the hush of silence. When the world rests, the clock does not tick loudly. It hums a calm rhythm, like a steady heartbeat. Each tone echoes through the square, like a song that never ends, the villagers believe. The tower remembers every moment of time, not only the hours that passed, but the feelings carried within them, the joy, the sorrow, the love, the quiet. Peace. You walk closer and place your hand on the cool stone. The surface feels alive, as if it breathes. With memory, when the bell rings, it does not startle, it comforts. It tells you that time is gentle here, that it will hold you safely as you drift into rest. You listen carefully, and with every soft chime, you feel your breath growing slower, calmer, lighter inside the tower. The staircase winds upward, lit by lanterns that glow like fireflies. You climb step by step, each movement steady, each breath soft. When you reach the top, you see the vast sky above, stretching endlessly, filled with stars. The clock face glows pale gold, the hands moving gracefully across its circle like dancers in a dream. From here, the world below seems hushed. The roofs of the village, the quiet river, the fields that stretch far into the night, all resting under the watchful eye of the tower. And in this stillness, you feel as if time itself has paused, holding you in a gentle embrace. Your eyes grow heavy. The tower continues to remember it, keeps the rhythm of the night, so you do not have to. It carries the weight of time, so you can drift into sleep, safe, calm, and deeply at peace. Tonight, we will follow a gentle path into a quiet village where an old lantern glows through the night. This lantern has never gone out, its flame steady and calm through every season. It has watched the snow fall in winter, the blossoms open in spring, the warm air drift in summer, and the golden leaves turn in autumn. The lantern hangs from a wooden post at the heart of the village. Its light is not harsh, it is soft and golden, like the warmth of a gentle hand. It has guided travelers who returned late, it has comforted children who gazed from windows, and it has whispered peace to those who wandered under the stars. You step closer and notice the way. The glow touches the cobblestones below, each stone shining faintly, as if kissed by moonlight. The flame flickers, but never fades. It feels alive, like a heartbeat that keeps the night safe. You breathe slowly and let the calm light wash over you, soft and steady, like waves on a quiet shore. Villagers tell stories of this lantern. They say it carries the spirit, kindness, that it remembers every wish, every hope whispered beneath its glow. Some believe it holds a piece of the sun that refuses to sleep. Others believe it carries the love of the first family who lit it many years ago. You sit on a wooden bench nearby the lantern above, shining gently over you. The night is hushed, the stars shimmer in the distance, and the flame seems to hum a lullaby just for you. It tells you without words that you are safe, that you are welcome, that you can let go of every thought and simply rest. As your eyes grow heavier, the lantern continues to glow, never fading, never leaving. It will keep shining through the night, guarding your dreams, guiding your heart, and carrying you softly into deep and peaceful sleep. Tonight, we will travel to a quiet station where an old train rests upon the tracks, its windows glowing faintly like stars. In the distance, the train does not move until the moon rises. High above the hills, only then does it begin its gentle journey through the night. You step onto the platform, and the air feels cool and calm. The sound of crickets fills the silence, and the sky above is painted with soft clouds. The train waits patiently, as if it knows that the night has a rhythm of its own. When the first silver light of the moon touches the ground, the lanterns along the station flicker awake, and the doors of the train open wide. You walk inside and find a seat by the window. The cushions soft, the wood polished smooth. The carriage is quiet, filled with a golden glow that makes you feel safe and calm. Outside, the moon slowly rises, casting its silver light across the fields. The train begins to move, its wheels turning with a soft hum. Like a lullaby, the journey carries you past meadows where fireflies dance like tiny stars. It carries you past rivers that shimmer beneath the night sky, and forests where the trees bow gently as if greeting the moon. Every place you pass feels calm, every moment feels timeless. The train moves without hurry, without noise, only steady and peacefully. You lean your head against the glass and watch the world drift by. The soft rhythm of the train matches the rhythm of your breath. Each sound, each movement, guiding you into deeper rest. The train is not only carrying you across the land, it is carrying you into dreamland. As the moon shines bright above, the journey continues, endless and calm. The train will travel through the night, waiting always for the moon and guiding you gently into peaceful sleep. Tonight we will wander into a quiet meadow where an ancient oak tree stands. Tall, its branches wide, like gentle arms reaching to the sky. The grass around it sways softly in the night breeze, and the stars above shine like silver dust upon theirs. You walk closer. You notice something unusual at the roots of the tree, a faint outline hidden by moss and leaves. It is a small wooden door, worn smooth by time. The villagers say this door only appears when the night is calm and the air is filled with peace. Tonight, you are the one who has found it. To kneel down and touch the wood. It feels warm, as if it remembers every hand that ever opened it. Slowly you push the door, and it creaks open, revealing a narrow stairway that winds gently into the earth. Lanterns glow along the walls, lighting your path with golden light. Step by step, you follow the staircase deeper, until you reach a hidden chamber. The room is filled with shelves of crystals, glowing softly like stars caught in stone. Pools of clear water reflect the ceiling above like tiny mirrors, and the air hums with a calm sound like the heartbeat of the earth. You wander slowly through the chamber, each breath slower, each step lighter. The secret door has brought you to a place of peace, a place that welcomes you with quiet comfort. The oak tree above keeps watch while you rest safely here, surrounded by light and gentle stillness. As your eyes grow heavy, you know the secret door will always be waiting. It will remain beneath the oak tree, guarding its mystery, carrying you into dream whenever you are ready to return to this calm and timeless place. Tonight we drift to a quiet valley where an old stone bridge rests between two gentle hills. The river beneath it flows slowly, its waters clear and soft like liquid moonlight. The air is cool and still, as if the world itself is waiting. This bridge is no ordinary bridge. It listens to every step that crosses it. When you walk upon its stones, it remembers the sound of your footsteps and keeps them safe like a secret kept deep in its heart. As you step onto the bridge, you hear the gentle echo of your own steps, not loud but soft, like a rhythm played on the strings of the night. The bridge whispers back to you with a sound only the heart can hear. It says you are safe, you are welcome, you are home. You pause in the middle of the bridge, leaning over to see the water below. It glimmers with the reflection of the stars, and each ripple carries a memory of footsteps from long ago, children who laughed as they ran across, lovers who held hands, dreamers who paused to listen just as you do. Now the bridge carries them all, and now it carries you to your footsteps, blending with the music of the past, a melody of gentle souls who walked here and found peace as your breathing slows. You stand still, the bridge listens to the silence around you. It listens to the soft beat of your heart and the quiet thoughts drifting through your mind. Then, slowly it wraps them all in calm and lets them drift away into the river like leaves upon the water. Night grows deeper, the stars brighter, the bridge cradles you in its gentle memory, and with every breath you feel lighter, more at rest, until sleep comes quietly and carries you away like a soft echo fading into dream. Tonight we travel to the edge of a quiet forest, where an old wooden house waits in silence. The walls are faded, the windows soft with dust, yet a warm glow shines from within like a lantern welcoming you home. This is no ordinary house, for when the night falls and the moonlight slips through its windows, the shadows upon the walls begin to move. They stretch and bend as if alive, and with their gentle dance tell stories from long ago. Step inside the house. The floor creaks softly beneath your feet. The air is cool and calm, and as you look around, you notice the shadows shifting on the walls. They form the shape of a great ship sailing across a starlit sea. You hear the whisper of waves in your mind and feel the calm of endless water. Then the shadows change. Now they weave the picture of a forest glowing with fireflies. You can almost smell the sweet mouse and hear the quiet hum of the night as the story surrounds you. The house is speaking through its shadows, telling you that all memories are safe. Here you sit down in a wooden chair, watching the walls as they move gently, like dream paintings, each story slower than the last, until the shadows no longer show pictures, but only soft shapes drifting back and forth like waves in the dark. The house grows quieter, your breath deeper. The shadows now tell you a final story, one without words, only calm, a story of rest, a story of sleep. And as the moonlight fades, you close your eyes, letting the shadows guide you into a dream. Tonight we wander to a quiet meadow, where the grass bends gently with the night breeze. At the center of this meadow stands an ancient stone well, its walls covered in moss, its mouth open to the sky, waiting like a gateway between the earth and the stars. This is the well of endless echoes. When you lean close to its depths and whisper a word, it never fades. Instead, it drifts down and circles back, returning. Again and again, like waves upon a hidden sea you walk. Toward the well, the ground soft beneath your feet, the air filled with the calm scent of wildflowers. As you place your hands upon the cool stone, you feel the hush of countless voices that have spoken here across the ages, all resting quietly within its depths. You'll lean forward and breathe a single word, perhaps a dream, perhaps a memory, and it falls into the darkness below. Then, after a pause, you hear it return, softer, slower, gentler than before. It echoes back like a lullaby sung by the earth itself. Sound comforts you. It is not only your voice, but the voices of all who have come before, blending together into a river of calm whispers, each echo carrying peace, each echo carrying rest. You sit beside the well, listening to the endless return of sound. It is like time itself breathing slowly, each echo carrying you deeper into stillness, each echo guiding you closer to sleep, until you no longer know if you are awake or dreaming, only that you are safe, only that you are home. The well sings on with its endless echoes, and in its song you drift gently into the quiet night, carried softly into dreams. Tonight we travel to the edge of a forest, where a wide open meadow stretches. Beneath the sky the grass is soft and silver in the moonlight, and the night air carries the quiet scent of lavender. The world feels hushed, as if waiting for something gentle to unfold. This meadow is unlike any other, for when the stars rise above it, the field itself begins to glow, each blade of grass holding a shimmer of starlight, each flower shining like a tiny lantern, the whole meadow becoming a sea of gentle light. You step slowly into the field, the grass brushing softly against your legs, your footsteps making no sound, as though the earth itself wishes you to walk in silence. Above you the stars sparkle, and below you their reflection glimmers in the glowing meadow. It feels as if you are walking among the stars themselves. Pause and look around. The glow is soft, not bright, but calm and steady. It surrounds you like a blanket of light, wrapping you in warmth and peace. The meadow hums with a quiet rhythm, a song too soft to hear, but strong enough to feel deep within your heart. You lie down upon the grass. You feel the glow sink gently into you. Your body loosens, your breath slows. The starlight drifts over your eyes, guiding them closed. The world above and the world below become one vast sky of calm, endless. Put and safe the meadow whispers its silent promise that the stars are always with you, that their glow will always return, and with this promise you drift into sleep, carried gently by starlight into dreams. Tonight we lift our gaze beyond the clouds, where the sky stretches wide and endless, and where a ship unlike any other waits for the stars to guide its path. This ship is not made for the sea. Its sails are woven from moonlight, and its hull glimmers with the silver of the night. You step aboard. Paw the quiet deck. The wood beneath your feet, smooth and cool. The sails above catch the gentle winds of the heavens. The ship drifts forward slow and steady, rising higher and higher, until the world below fades into a soft blur of shadows and lights. Stars welcome you as companions. They shimmer close enough to touch some lean low, as if to brush the sails with their glow. The sky itself feels alive, guiding the ship across constellations that shine like lanterns. Along a hidden path you stand, at the edge of the ship, looking down, and see the earth resting far below, the rivers glimmering like threads of silver, the mountains like sleeping giants, the oceans calm and dark. The world looks peaceful, cradled in the arms of night. The ship glides on without hurry, its rhythm gentle, its journey endless. You lean against the railing, breathing in the cool air of the stars every breath makes you lighter, every heartbeat slower. The night sky holds you safe, like a soft dream come to life at last. You lie down upon the deck, the sails above glowing faintly with a touch of moonlight. The ship moves on steady across the sky, carrying you gently toward rest until your eyes close and you sail softly into sleep. Asterisk. Tonight we walk along the edge of a quiet village where the roads twist into the forest and fade into paths no one remembers any longer. At the crossing of these old roads sits a cat with fur as dark as midnight and eyes that shine like gentle lanterns in the dusk. This cat is no ordinary cat. It has watched over these forgotten roads for longer than anyone can tell, its paws soft upon the stones, its tail curling slowly in the night air, its gaze calm and knowing. It waits for travelers who lose their way and guides them back to safety. You approach the cat and it does not move. Instead, it blinks slowly, as if welcoming you, as if telling you that you are not lost. The air around you grows still, the sound of the world fades, until only your own breath and the soft hum above the night remain. The cat rises and steps forward, its movements silent and graceful. It walks along the road, and you follow the path winding gently beneath tall trees, their branches bending low to listen. The cat glances back at you from time to time, its eyes glowing steady, its presence a quiet promise that you are safe at last. The cat pauses where the road splits into three paths. You feel a question in the air, but the cat has already chosen. It sits beside the way forward, its tail brushing the earth, as if to say, "This is the path meant for you." You walk on, and the cat watches you go, its figure slowly blending into the night. Yet you feel its calm with you, as if it walks beside you, still, every step lighter, every breath deeper, until you find yourself at peace, ready for sleep as the forgotten roads fade gently into dreams. Asterisk. Tonight we wander into a quiet cobblestone street where lanterns glow softly against the walls, and the world feels hushed, as if waiting for something gentle to begin. At the end of the street stands a small wooden shop, its windows dark until the clock strikes midnight. The hour arrives, a light flickers inside the shutters, opens slowly, and the bookshop awakens. Its shelves are endless, though the shop looks small from outside, each shelf filled with books that whisper as they rest, their covers glowing faintly like stars. Caught in paper, you step inside, and the air is warm, filled with the scent of old pages and candlelight. The floor creaks softly beneath your feet, as if greeting you. Every book seems alive, turning its own pages with a quiet rustle, as though eager to share a story with you. One book floats gently toward you, opening by itself, its words glowing softly upon the page, and as you read, the letters shift into pictures: a forest of silver trees, a sea made of clouds, a village that dreams while it sleeps. Each image slow and calming, as if drawn from the night sky itself. The shopkeeper is never seen, yet you feel watched, over and safe, as if the walls themselves are smiling at you. You sit in a wooden chair, and the books surround you, telling quiet tales in voices softer than the wind outside. Your eyes grow heavy, your breath deeper, each story guiding you closer to rest at last. The book closes by itself and returns to its shelf. The light within the shop grows dim, the midnight hour, fading. The bookshop begins to sleep again, and you to drift gently into dreams, carrying the stories with you like soft lanterns, glowing in your heart. Tonight we travel to a quiet valley, hidden far away, where the air is cool and gentle, and the stars above rest like silver dust across the sky. At the heart of the valley lies a lake, still and wide, so calm that its surface shines like a perfect mirror. You walk slowly toward the water, and as you gaze upon it, you notice that the reflection is not of the sky above, but of something different, something wondrous within the surface. You see lands you have never known, forests of crystal where the trees glow with soft light, cities floating on clouds, rivers that flow upward toward the stars. The lake does not ripple unless you move near its edge, yet each reflection shifts softly, as though inviting you to step closer. Lean forward, and the air hums gently, as if the worlds within are breathing. You feel no fear, only curiosity and a quiet peace, as if the lake is guiding you to dream. You sit by the shore, and the water begins to shimmer, slowly painting new visions. A golden desert beneath 3 suns, a garden where the flowers sing like lullabies, a mountain of glass that shines brighter than dawn. Each world calm, each vision drifting slowly across the lake surface like clouds passing through the night. Deeper you breathe, the gentler the images become, until the water shows you a reflection of yourself, resting beneath a sky filled with infinite stars. Your eyes heavy, your heart light, your body safe. You watch your own reflection fall into sleep, and soon you feel yourself following gently into the same dream. The lake remains still, guarding its secret worlds as you drift into slumber, carried across reflections that belong to the quiet night and to the dreams waiting within you. In the quiet courtyard of an old forgotten village stood a statue carved from pale stones. It was shaped like a gentle figure, sitting with folded hands. The villagers often passed it, without noticing, yet every night under the silver glow of the moon, the statue seemed to change it. First it was only a whisper of movement, the faint rise and fall, as though the stone chest was breathing very slowly. The sound was softer than the rustle of leaves, and many thought it was only the wind, but those who stayed long enough knew the truth. The statue had learned to breathe. The breath filled the courtyard with calm. The flowers leaned closer, the air grew warmer. The shadows stretched gently, as if listening. The statue did not speak, but its presence told stories. With every inhale and exhale, tales of the mountain where the stone was taken, tales of the sculptor who carved it with love, tales of the countless stars it had watched since the beginning. You sit near the statue, and you begin to match its rhythm. Your breath slows to follow its silent guidance, and with every breath you feel your body release the weight of the day. The tension softens like melting snow. The quiet courtyard becomes a cradle of peace, holding you in gentle stillness. The statue keeps breathing steady and endless, its silent heart glowing with moonlight, until your own breath becomes so calm that it feels like a dream. The courtyard fades into softness, and the statue continues to guard you, guiding you deeper into rest, as you drift into sleep with a rhythm of stone and silence. Far beyond the hills lies a hidden path that leads to a secret place, a garden that glows softly beneath the sky. The air is calm and filled with the scent of blossoms, and the moment you step inside, you see the wonder of it. Every flower, every leaf, every blade of grass shifting into new colors with every breath of wind. The roses are red, then suddenly gold. The lilies glow blue before turning silver. The trees shimmer from emerald green to soft violet, as if painted by the night sky itself. The ground sparkles with shades that move like water, and the air around you hums with a gentle warmth that feels like a song without words. You walk slowly through the paths, and the colors follow your steps, each change soft and flowing, never rushed, never loud. The garden seems alive, welcoming you into its rhythm. You reach out to touch a petal, and it melts from deep crimson into pale pink, and then into the soft glow of starlight resting against your hand. Fountain stands at the center of the garden, its waters glowing like liquid rainbow. The sound of the water is soothing, gentle ripples echo like a lullaby, every drop carrying colors across the pool, as if painting the surface with dreams. You sit beside the fountain and feel the world slow down, your heart steady, your body safe. The colors begin to grow softer, darker shades, melting into quiet blue and silver. The garden breathes with you, guiding your thoughts into calm silence until your eyes grow heavy. The fountain shimmers one last time, and the entire garden fades into the same stillness that waits inside your dreams. You drift deeper, carried by colors that change into sleep itself. On the edge of a quiet meadow stood an old wooden windmill, its tall blades stretching into the sky, though the air was still, and no breeze touched the grass. The blades moved slowly, turning, as if guided by something unseen. The villagers often wondered about this strange windmill, yet none were afraid, for its motion was gentle, steady, and calm. The sound of the turning blades was soft like a lullaby echoing across the fields, sometimes at dusk, sometimes beneath the silver moon. It never stopped. It only turned slowly, as if it knew the rhythm of the world better than the wind itself. You walk across the meadow, and the sound greets you like a welcome, the creak of wood, the hum of steady motion. You sit in the grass and close your eyes, feeling the rhythm move through you, each turn of the blades bringing a sense of balance and peace, as if time itself is breathing with youth. Windmill does not need the wind, because it moves with something deeper, the quiet heart of the earth, perhaps, or the dreams of all who rest nearby you. Imagine it has turned this way for centuries, keeping a gentle watch over fields, rivers, and skies, guiding those who seek rest into silences. The blades continue their endless circle. You feel your thoughts circle to growing slower and softer each rotation, drawing you deeper into stillness. The meadow fades into quiet night, the stars glowing faintly above, and the sound of the windmill becomes the sound of your own breath. Steady, gentle, guiding you into sleep. In a small stone room at the edge of the forest, there was a single candle resting upon a wooden table. The candle was not like any other, for when it burned it made no sound, no crackle of flame, no whisper of wax, only a deep and endless silence that wrapped itself around the room. The flame was steady, glowing with a soft golden light. Its warmth filled the space gently, yet it never flickered, never dimmed it, seemed to breathe with you, as though each rise and fall of your chest was answered by the still glow of the flame. The silence it carried was not empty, but full of peace, as if it held every calm moment of the world inside itself. You sit before the candle, and your mind begins to quiet. The noise of the day fades. The weight of your thoughts grows lighter. The silence does not ask for words. It does not seek attention. It simply surrounds you like a gentle blanket, guiding you into stillness. Shadows upon the walls move slowly, as though they too are breathing their shapes, soft and kind, each one telling a story without a voice, and the candle remains steady, a guardian of calm, holding the silence like a gift, waiting only for you. As the night deepens, you feel your body grow heavy. Your eyes soften, and the silence within the candle flame begins to move into you, until you are glowing with the same quiet light. The candle burns on, timeless and endless, as you drift into gentle sleep, held in the silence of its flame. Far away in a valley where the mountains rise tall and quiet, there is a waterfall that shines like silver under the moonlight. Its water falls endlessly into a pool that glows softly in the night. Many travelers admire its beauty, yet very few know the secret that waits behind it. If you listen closely, you will hear a second sound hidden within the roar of the water, a gentle hum like the voice of the earth itself. When you step closer, the spray of water touches your skin, cool and refreshing, and then you see it, a faint path leading behind the rushing curtain of the falls. You step carefully, the sound growing louder, until you pass through the veil of water and find yourself in a hidden place. The air here is calm. The cave walls shimmer with crystals, glowing like stars, each one casting light that dances across the stone floor, and you feel as though you have entered a dream. The path winds deeper, guiding you softly forward, until it opens into a secret garden. Trees with silver leaves grow tall, their branches glowing with quiet light. The ground is covered in soft moss that feels like a blanket beneath your steps, and a small stream runs gently through the center, singing a lullaby that calms your heart. You sit by the stream and close your eyes, listening to the water, listening to the silence of the hidden world around you. The sound of the falls outside fades. slowly until all that remains is peace. The garden holds you safely, and you feel your breath grow slower, your body lighter, your mind quiet. You drift gently toward rest, carried by the secret path that only dreams can find. Deep within an ancient forest, there was said to be a song that no one had ever heard, for it did not play. Like music in the air, it rested quietly, hidden among the trees, waiting for the right dreamer to arrive. The forest was wide and endless, filled with tall trees whose branches touched the sky. The ground was soft with moss and leaves, and every step you took was like walking upon a gentle carpet of silence. Birds did not sing, and the wind did not stir. The air was calm, as though the whole forest was holding its breath, listening for something. As you wander deeper, you feel the presence of the song, not with your ears, but with your heart. A soft vibration moving through the ground and into your body, each step carrying the rhythm of something ancient and kind. The trees seem to glow faintly, as though touched by the sleeping melody. You find a clearing where a circle of stones stands quietly. And here the song begins to stir. The sound is low, softer than a whisper, yet it fills the space around you. It is a lullaby older than the forest itself, slow and steady. Like the rhythm of your own breath, the melody folds around you, wrapping you in stillness. You sit within the circle and close your eyes. The song becomes part of you, guiding your mind into calm. Silence. The forest breathes with you, the trees swaying gently, the ground humming softly, until your body grows heavy. Your thoughts fade, and you drift into dreams, the song resting inside you, waiting to carry you through the night. There was said to be a gate hidden from waking eyes, a gate that could never be found in daylight. No matter how far you searched, it stood only in the quiet lands of dreams, waiting for those who wandered gently into sleep. The gate was tall and silver, its frame covered in vines that shimmered faintly as though touched by starlight. Beyond it there was always a soft glowing path, yet no one ever knew where the path would lead, for the gate never opened the same way twice. Each dream shaped its own road, each traveler given only what their heart needed most. As you drift deeper into rest, you imagine yourself standing before this gate. The air around you is calm, still filled with the faint scent of night flowers. A hush falls over you, and with a quiet sigh the gate begins to move. It swings open slowly, without a sound, revealing a soft light that draws you gently forward. You step through, and the world around you changes at once. Sometimes it is a meadow filled with endless stars above. Sometimes a quiet sea where the waves sing in whispers. Sometimes a village glowing with lanterns that float like fireflies. Wherever you walk, the dream shapes itself to comfort you, to ease you, to bring you peace. The path is endless, yet never tiring, each step carrying you deeper into calm. You feel lighter, softer, your thoughts fading like mist at dawn, and as the dream continues, you realize the gate was never outside. It had always lived within your heart, opening only when you were ready to rest, ready to drift into sleep. And so you walk onward into the dream, guided by the gentle gate that opens only for you, only tonight, only in dreams. On the edge of a quiet valley there stood a tree, unlike any other. Its branches stretched wide into the night sky, and its leaves shimmered as though sprinkled with silver dust. The villagers called it the tree that counted the stars for each night. It lifted its branches higher and higher, as though keeping track of the endless sky above. One knew when the tree had first appeared. Some said it had grown from a single seed of starlight, carried down by the wind. Others believed it had always been there, as old as the sky itself, watching over the valley in silence at night. When the world grew still, you could sit beneath its wide branches and feel the calm rhythm of its counting each star. It noticed sent a gentle hum through its trunk, a vibration soft and soothing, like a lullaby when you leaned against it. The hum traveled into your body, calming your breath, steadying your thoughts until you felt light and quiet. Inside, children sometimes dreamed that the tree whispered to them, telling the names of stars. No one had ever heard each name like a soft breeze, carrying them deeper into sleep. The elders said the tree did not just count, it remembered every star and carried their light in its heart. So no star was ever lost, even when clouds covered the sky. One night, as you sit beneath it, the tree hums gently, and you watch the stars above. They appear one by one, filling the night sky with endless light, and you realize that the tree is not only counting, but sharing its stillness with you, helping you find rest. As the stars multiply, your eyes grow heavy, your breath slow, until the tree finishes its count for the night, and you drift softly into dreams. Far away, where the land seemed to touch the sky, there stood a small inn. It was said to rest at the very edge of the horizon, a place where travelers found shelter not by roads or maps, but by following the call of their own dreams. The inn was quiet, its roof covered in soft moss that glowed faintly under moonlight lanterns hung outside, its wooden door flickering with a golden glow that never faded, no matter how long the night stretched. When you entered, you found a room filled with warmth, a fire always burning gently in the hearth, casting shadows that seemed to dance in slow circles on the walls. The keeper of the inn was an old, gentle soul who never asked for names or coins, only a smile and a willingness to rest. Every guest was given a soft bed with sheets that smelled of wildflowers, and a pillow that felt like a cloud. No two guests ever had the same dream, for the inn gave each person exactly the dream they needed. Some dreamed of lost places, some dreamed of voices they missed, some dreamed of oceans where the waves sang lullabies. Each dream carried them further across the horizon, further than waking eyes could ever see. The inn stood as a doorway between worlds, yet it was always safe, always kind, a place that promised peace. As you lie down within its quiet walls, you feel the stillness bare of the horizon itself, a place where time slows, where the world feels endless and gentle. The inn hums softly around you, carrying you into rest, guiding you across the horizon of sleep, where dreams wait like stars just beginning to rise. In a quiet village at the far end of a winding lane, there stood an old cottage, its walls covered in ivy, and its roof warmed by the sun. But what made it different from every other cottage was a single tall window, hidden behind a curtain of vines. The villagers tell it was the window that looked into tomorrow. No one knew who had built it, or how it came to be, but when the moon was high and the night was still, the glass of the window glowed faintly with a silver light if you stood before it and gazed long. Enough you could see soft glimpses of what tomorrow might hold, not with sharp detail, but with gentle shapes, feelings, and colors. Some saw a path lined with wildflowers, others saw a table waiting with friends, and laughter. A child once saw herself flying a kite on a hill not yet climbed. Every vision was quiet, simple, like a whisper from the future, reminding the watcher that tomorrow was waiting gently and kindly for them. It was said that the window never showed fear, it never showed sorrow, only the calm promise of the days to come, for it wished only to ease the hearts of those who looked into it. When you stood before the glass, you felt your chest grow lighter, your breath slow, and the worries of the day soften like mist at dawn. One night you find yourself before this glowing window. You see not an image, but a soft golden light stretching forward into endless space. It feels safe, it feels kind, it feels like tomorrow is reaching out to hold you, gently guiding you to let go, to today, and drift into restand. So you close your eyes, the light of tomorrow still warm within you, carrying you softly into dreams. At the edge of a small, quiet town stood an old bell tower, its stones worn smooth. By time its windows opened to the sky, yet no one could remember the last time its bell had rung, for the rope hung loose and the metal was silent still. The tower had a secret known only to those who wandered near at the first light of morning, for when the sky began to turn pale, and the sun had not yet risen, the tower would begin to hum. It was not the sound of a bell striking, nor the sound of wind through stone. It was a low, gentle hum, deep and steady, like the breath of the earth itself. The sound drifted down into the streets, wrapped around the rooftops, and spread into the fields beyond. Those who heard it felt a calmness, as though the world was reminding them that each day was new and safe, and waiting travelers passing through often woke at dawn with no idea why, only to find themselves standing near the tower, listening to its quiet song. Some said the hum was the memory of the bell, remembering the voices of the past. Others believed it was the earth singing softly to the morning sky, but the truth never mattered, for the hum was always the same, steady, soothing, endless. One morning you find yourself there, the air cool, the grass damp with dew, the sky painted in soft silver light. You stand still and listen. The hum rises gently through the stones around you, carrying you into calm. Your chest loosens, your breath slows. You feel the sound not only in your ears, but within your heart, as if it belongs to you. As the first golden rays of sunlight touch the tower, the hum fades like a dream slipping into silence. The day begins, but within you the calm remains, the song of dawn resting quietly, guiding you into peace, into stillness, and into sleep. There was once a small watch tucked away in the drawer of an old desk. It looked ordinary, with a round face and a simple golden frame, yet those who found it soon realized it did something strange. Instead of ticking forward into the future, it ticked backward, slowly, quietly, as though it were returning time to the past. The watch did not erase moments. It did not change what had been, but when you held it in your hand, you felt memories grow clearer, the laughter of an old friend, the warmth of a summer long gone, the sound of rain on a childhood window. Each tick pulled you gently into remembrance, not with sadness, but with comfort, like a soft hand guiding you homesome. Said the watch was a gift from time itself, a reminder that every moment lived was still alive somewhere within the heart. Others believed it had been carried by a traveler who walked between yesterday and tomorrow, leaving it behind for someone who needed to remember one. Evening, you hold the watch close to your ear and listen. The backward ticking is steady, calm, like a lullaby, counting not the minutes ahead, but the treasures already kept safe. You feel your breath slow, your body soften, each tick carrying away the weight of today, until only stillness remains. The hands of the watch glow faintly in the dark, as though lit by starlight. They move gently backward, carrying you not to the past, but to the edge of dreams, where time itself does not matter, where only rest remains. And as the ticking grows softer, you drift peacefully into sleep, held by the quiet rhythm of time. Returning home, in a quiet village, hidden between rolling hills and silent fields, there lived a dog whose fur was as pale as the first snow, and whose eyes glowed like fading embers. The villagers called him Old Stray, for no one knew from where he had come, but everyone noticed that he walked with a slow grace, as if each step carried the memory of forgotten paths. At sunrise, he would rest by the wooden bridge and watch the river flow, as though he could hear voices within the water. At dusk, he sat before the oldest oak tree, canned. The wind around him would soften, as though it had waited for him to return. Some said he was once the guardian of a wandering traveler who carried secrets of the stars. Others believed he had belonged to the keepers of an ancient magic that flowed beneath the earth and into the roots of trees. Children whispered that if you looked into his eyes long enough, you could see sparks of places that were not part of this world. The dog never barked, he never begged for food, yet every night the villagers left him a bowl, as if they too felt the pull of his hidden story. When the moon climbed high above the roofs, the dog would rise and wander along the cobblestone streets. His paws barely touched the ground, and shadows seemed to move aside as he passed. Sometimes he paused at locked doors, as if remembering the people who once lived within them. Sometimes he stood by the edge of the forest, where no villager dared to go, and in the stillness it almost seemed as if unseen figures moved in the trees, watching and waiting. The villagers grew used to his nightly walks, but none could deny the feeling that he was not walking alone. Something unseen traveled with him, something older than the hills and gentler than the night breeze. The dog carried the silence of forgotten spells, the memory of fires that once burned in sacred circles, and the comfort of songs that had long since faded. When he lifted his head toward the stars, it felt as though he was listening for a call, far away, a call only he could hear, and so he remained night after night, a quiet guardian of a world most had forgotten. A dog who remembered old magic and carried it softly through the sleeping village like a flame that never died. In a small, quiet village at the edge of a winding path there stood an old lamp on a wooden post. It glowed softly every night, not with fire but with a gentle golden light that never flickered and never dimmed. The villagers often passed it without a thought, yet some could not help but pause and feel its calm warmth. The lamp had stood there for as long as anyone could remember. No one knew who had placed it, or why it shone so quietly in the dark. Its light did not burn, it did not smoke, it simply radiated a peaceful glow, as if the lamp itself was breathing slowly with the night. The nearby trees cast soft shadows that danced gently in its glow, and the air seemed to carry a subtle hum of calmness. At night, children sometimes wandered close and whispered to the lamp their hopes, their small secrets, and even their dreams. The lamp did not answer in words, yet the light would brighten slightly, as if acknowledging each wish. Its glow wrapped round the wanderers like a soft blanket, guiding them through the dark. The quiet villagers often said that those who lingered too long by the lamp felt lighter, softer, and ready to sleep. Travelers passing through the village would sometimes stop and marvel at the lamp, wondering how it could shine without flame. Some swore they had seen tiny sparks of gold float from it, like the remnants of old magic. Others believed it was a gift from the stars, a small beacon of peace left for those who needed it most. Yet the truth was simple. The lamp glowed because it remembered to hold calm and carry it quietly to all who noticed. As you stand before the lamp, you feel its warmth seep into your body, your thoughts slowing, your breath steadying, the busy mind of the day fading away. The golden light follows you gently back to your home, guiding you to rest, to softness, and to dreams. You close your eyes, feeling the lamp glow softly behind your eyelids, carrying you into a night of calm, endless sleep. In a quiet town tucked between gentle hills and winding lanes, there was said to be a market that appeared only at twilight. It was called the secret market of lost things, for everything there had been forgotten by someone somewhere, yet each item held a story waiting to be remembered. The market had narrow wooden stalls glowing with soft lantern light, and the air smelled faintly of old paper and warm spices. The paths were lined with trinkets, small toys that had been lost under beds, and forgotten books with pages filled with whispers of other worlds. In corners, baskets held tiny objects that seemed to hum softly, as if they were alive and waiting for a hand to pick them up. People who found the market were never certain how they had arrived. Some said the streets shifted behind them, guiding them to a quiet alley where a bell rang softly and the stalls appeared. Others believed it was the magic of the town itself, choosing who needed the lost things the most. The visitors did not bargain or ask questions. They simply wandered, touching and holding each object, feeling by the memory and magic held within. Children would sometimes find dolls that whispered secrets of faraway lands, and grown-ups discovered letters they had never sent, or coins that had been dropped many years ago. The market seemed endless, every corner offering another gentle surprise, and as visitors lingered, time itself felt slower. The outside world faded into quiet shadows, leaving only the warmth of forgotten treasures and soft golden lighters. Night deepened, the market would slowly vanish, the lanterns fading, the stalls folding away, until the alley was empty again. Only the memory of soft magic and gentle wonder remaining in the hearts of those who had walked through the secret market of lost things and carried its calm and quiet. Put into their sleep in a quiet valley where the wind moved slowly through the trees. There was a stone unlike any other. It lay at the edge of a small pond, its surface smooth and cool under your hand, yet it held a secret, for when the night fell and the moon rose high, the stone whispered names softly to anyone who would listen. One knew where the stone had come from, or how it remembered the names. Sometimes it called out the name of a child who had wandered too far from home. Other times it whispered the names of travelers who had passed through the valley long ago. Its voice was never loud, never startling, just a soft murmur that seemed to wrap around your heart like a gentle hug. People who heard the stone felt a strange calmness, as if the world itself was remembering them. The whispers reminded them that even when things were forgotten by the busy world, their essence was still known. Somewhere the trees leaned in quietly, as though listening. The water of the pond shimmered, gently reflecting the moonlight, and the stone held its stories, patiently waiting for the next night. Some villagers would come and sit for hours, simply listening, the names flowing like a soft lullaby into the air, into their thoughts, into their dreams. Every whisper carried comfort, a quiet reminder that no one was truly lost, no one ever fully forgotten. The stone simply waited, its patience endless and its memory deep as the earth. So when you sit by the stone in the hush of night, you feel it reach for you, its whispers threading through your mind, slowing your breath, softening your body, and gently guiding you into dreams, the names fading into the quiet calm of sleep, leaving you at peace, held by the magic of the stone that whispered names. In a quiet valley far from bustling towns, there was a hill that seemed ordinary in daylight, but at night it held a secret. For when the moon rose high, it appeared to hide behind the hill, as if playing a gentle game with the stars. The villagers often noticed the soft silver glow peeking from the other side, yet none could climb to the top to see the moon fully. The hill kept its secret patiently. As night deepened, the hill seemed to breathe slowly with the earth, the grass swaying softly. Under the faint light, the trees leaned gently toward one another, and a quiet wind hummed through the leaves. Like a lullaby, the hill held the calm of all the nights that had passed here, and the memory of moons that had watched silently from above. Children sometimes crept close to the hill, feeling the soft grass under their fingers, imagining the moon hiding just for them. They whispered wishes into the night, and the hill seemed to echo their words softly, as if carrying them to the moon itself. Travelers passing by at dusk often paused to feel the gentle pull of the hill, and noticed how the air seemed softer here, slower, more peaceful. The hill did not just hide the moon. It held the quiet magic of night and rest. It reminded everyone who stood near that some secrets were gentle and kind, meant to bring calm and wonder rather than surprise. As you lie down at the base of the hill, you feel the soft pull of moonlight brushing your skin, the gentle sway of the grass, lulling your thoughts into stillness, your breath slowing, your mind softening, and your heart resting in. So night after night the hill continued to hide the moon, and in doing so offered a quiet place of calm for all who sought rest, a place where the magic of gentle secrets and the slow glow of silver light could carry you into peaceful dreams. In a quiet village, where the streets slept under the soft glow of lanterns, there were letters that appeared without warning or sender, sometimes resting on doorsteps, sometimes tucked gently under garden gates. No one knew who had sent them, or how they traveled across the night, yet each letter carried a gentle warmth, as if it held a small piece of magic. The letters were simple, pale paper, with words that shimmered softly. In the mind of the reader they spoke of quiet places, forgotten dreams, and gentle wishes that had been lost along the way. Each time a letter was opened, the air seemed to calm, and the heart felt lighter, as though the world itself had paused for a moment to breathe. Children found letters with stories of talking birds, or paths that led to hidden gardens. Adults discovered words that reminded them of long-lost friends, or hopes they had tucked away. The letters never demanded anything, only invited those who read them to pause, to smile, to remember, and to feel a soft peace that had been missing from the day. Sometimes a letter would appear at the edge of the river, or in the folds of a tree trunk. It did not matter how far or hidden. It was the magic of arrival was always gentle and welcoming. Those who held the letters felt a quiet connection to something greater, a soft current of wonder that traveled unseen across the village and into their dreams. As night deepened and the stars drifted across the sky, the letters continued to arrive silently, their magic wrapping the village in calmness. Those who read them carried the feeling into their sleep, the gentle stories and whispers settling like soft feathers, guiding them into dreams where anything was possible and nothing was ever truly lost in. So the letters kept arriving from nowhere, reminding all who found them that magic lingered quietly in the world, waiting only for someone to notice, to pause, to feel, and to rest. In a quiet village hidden between gentle hills, there was a small bird whose song could only be heard in dreams. By day it rested silently in the highest branches of an old tree, blending with the leaves and shadows. Yet when night fell and the villagers drifted into sleep, its song would fill the air softly and gently, carrying them into worlds of calm and wonder. The bird did not sing notes or words that anyone could remember. Its melody was soft and flowing like the wind over a still lake, or the rustle of leaves brushing against one another. Every night, children and adults alike would dream of distant meadows, hidden forests, and skies painted with colors they had never seen before. Each dream felt real and comforting, as if the bird carried a secret map to happiness and rests. Some villagers believed the bird remembered every dream that had ever been dreamed, and that its song wove the memories together into a tapestry of gentle magic. Others thought it was a guardian of sleep, ensuring that each heart felt light and calm before morning came. No one could capture the bird, and none wished to, for its freedom made the song more tender and alive. You lie in your bed, the bird perches just above your window and begins its quiet melody. You feel your breath slow, your muscles soften, your mind drifting into the rhythm of the song. Each note wraps around your heart like a warm blanket, guiding you deeper and deeper into sleep, into a dream where forests whisper gently and rivers hum soft lullabies, and where your own imagination floats freely without worrying. So the bird sang night after night, reminding the village that magic exists quietly in simple things, and that the gentle song of dreams could carry everyone into calm, peaceful sleep. In a quiet village tucked between soft hills and winding lanes, there was a fountain that no one could quite explain. Its waters flowed gently day and night, yet they did not splash loudly or churn. Instead, a soft murmur rose from the fountain, a gentle whisper that carried stories forgotten and dreams waiting to be discovered. The villagers often passed by without noticing the fountain, yet those who stopped could hear quiet messages in the hum of water. Children sometimes leaned over the edge to listen and imagined tiny voices telling tales of faraway lands, of talking trees and rivers that could sing. The grown-ups felt calm, as if the fountain reminded them of memories they had nearly forgotten, and of moments they had always cherished. The fountain never hurried, it never demanded attention. Yet its whispers moved through the village softly, like wind brushing past windows. It seemed to know when someone needed comfort or when someone longed for wonder. Each ripple carried a secret or a gentle reminder that magic exists quietly in the world, waiting to be noticed at night. The moonlight reflected on the water, creating tiny paths of silver, and the whispers seemed to grow softer and slower, guiding the village into calmness. The sound wrapped around hearts like a warm blanket, easing every worry, slowing each breath, softening every thought, and guiding all into the peace of sleep. And so the fountain whispered endlessly night after night, carrying its gentle magic into dreams, reminding everyone who listened that even the quietest voices can hold the most wonder, and that calm can always be found in still waters. In a quiet village, surrounded by gentle hills, there appeared a cloud, unlike any other. It floated low above the rooftops, soft and silver, its edges glowing faintly in the early morning light. Yet, unlike other clouds, it did not drift with the wind. It stayed in place, hovering silently, as if waiting for something. The villagers often watched it from their windows. Children pressed their hands to glass, imagining it carrying whispers from faraway lands. Adults felt a strange calmness when they looked up, as if the cloud reminded them to pause and breathe. The cloud seemed to listen to their thoughts, to understand their dreams, and to settle gently above the world like a soft guardian at night. The cloud reflected the moonlight, softly casting silver shadows across gardens and rooftops. Its presence made the air feel warmer and slower. Each breeze that touched it carried tiny droplets that felt like whispers of comfort, guiding the villagers into sleep without hurry or worrisome nights, travelers passing through the village noticed the cloud and felt as if it held stories of skies and stars that only they could hear. They felt their breaths slow, their hearts soften, and a quiet joy rise within them. The cloud never moved quickly. It simply lingered quietly, offering calm and peace and the gentle magic of stillness. And so the cloud remained day and night above the village, reminding all who watched that sometimes stillness is magic, that gentle presence can be more powerful than movement, and that every heart can rest peacefully under the quiet silver glow of a cloud that would not drift away. In a quiet village tucked between rolling hills, there was a road unlike any other. By day it seemed ordinary, lined with cobblestones and soft grass. Yet at night something magical happened. It shifted slowly, as if it had a mind of its own, changing curves and bends, creating new paths for those who wandered there. Villagers noticed the changes first when children returned from evening walks, with stories of small glowing flowers that had not been there by the night before, or tiny lanterns floating above the path like gentle stars. The elders smiled softly, sensing the quiet magic, and felt the air slow around them as the road carried its secret. Night, the road revealed something new, a hidden archway. Between two trees, a tiny fountain tucked behind a wall, a bench that faced a moonlit view that had never existed before. It was as if the road knew what each person needed, the most calmness, wonder, or gentle surprise, and guided them slowly through. Its quiet changes, travelers passing through the village sometimes found themselves following the winding road, unsure where it would lead, yet always feeling peaceful and safe. The soft wind carried whispers of laughter and dreams, the glow of fireflies lighting the path like gentle candles. Each step along the changing road felt like a lullaby, guiding the heart and the mind toward restand. So night after night the road shifted and revealed new quiet wonders to anyone who wandered it, reminding all who walked there that even in familiar places magic could exist and change could be gentle and soft, and that the journey itself could lead you peacefully into calm dreams. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was an old wooden bench under a large oak tree. Its wood was worn smooth by time, yet it held a gentle magic, for it waited patiently for stories from anyone who chose to sit upon it. Each evening villagers would pass by rushing home, yet some children and quiet travelers noticed the bench and paused. They sat softly, letting their thoughts drift like clouds over a calm sky. The bench listened. It remembered every story, every whisper, every laugh and sigh, as if collecting them to keep them safe. When someone shared a tale of an adventure or a dream, the bench seemed to hum softly, carrying the memory into its grains. Each story added a layer of warmth to the wood and a quiet glow to the air around it. Sometimes the wind would rustle the leaves above, and it felt as if the oak tree itself leaned closer to hear the stories to her. Villagers began to notice that sitting on the bench brought calmness like a gentle lullaby. Their thoughts slowed, their hearts softened, and dreams became brighter and lighter. The bench never asked anything in return. It simply waited, listening patiently, collecting magic from words and quiet moments. And so night after night, the bench continued to wait for stories from anyone who paused by the oak tree. It reminded the village, but sharing a story could carry gentle magic, that listening could bring peace, and that even the quietest moments could be full of warmth, calm, and wonder, guiding all who sat there into restful, peaceful sleep. In a quiet valley where the hills rolled softly, there appeared a horse. At dawn its coat shimmered like silver in the soft light, and it moved silently through the morning mist as if gliding through a dream. The villagers rarely saw it by day, yet those who did felt a calmness settle deep within them. The horse never rushed. It wandered slowly along the riverbanks and meadows. Its hooves made no sound, and yet the mist seemed to part gently around it. Like a curtain revealing hidden beauty, each step carried the quiet magic of the morning, a gentle reminder that some things in the world exist only to bring peace. Children sometimes caught glimpses of the horse from behind hedges. They whispered to each other about its soft eyes and the way the mist curled around its legs. Adults felt an inexplicable warmth in their hearts, as if the horse carried forgotten memories and gentle dreams to them with every step. At night, when the moon rose, the horse vanished quietly into the mist, leaving behind only the feeling of soft calm and slow, gentle breathing. The villagers learned to watch quietly, to pause, to feel the air and the world around them, and to let the stillness of the mist carry their thoughts into peaceful sleep. And so the horse continued to walk through the mist, guiding anyone who noticed into a world of quiet magic, reminding them that calmness can be found in silence, in patience, and in gentle beauty, and that each night can be filled with soft, peaceful dreams. In a quiet village, nestled between soft hills, there were lanterns unlike any other. They hung gently above the streets and gardens, glowing softly at dusk, and drifted slowly through the air, as if carried by invisible hands. Each lantern seemed to have its own gentle rhythm, moving quietly. As night fell, the villagers noticed that the lanterns did not simply hang, they floated from one place to another, settling softly above windows and doorsteps. Their glow was warm and calming, casting gentle shadows that moved slowly across the cobblestones and walls. It was as if the lanterns carried a secret magic meant only to soothe hearts and minds. Children often watched them from their windows, imagining the lanterns carrying wishes or dreams into the night. Adults felt the calmness wrap around them like a soft blanket, slowing their thoughts and softening their breathing. Each floating lantern seemed to whisper a lullaby only the heart could hear, and the village became a quiet haven of gentle light. At midnight, the lanterns drifted above rooftops, gardens, and the river, their soft glow reflecting in the water. Each movement guided sleepy minds toward peace, wrapping the village in quiet magic and tender calmness. By the time the first birds stirred, the lanterns had returned to their resting places, slowly preparing to float again the next evening. And so night after night, the lanterns floated into sleep with the village following along, carried gently into dreams, reminding everyone that soft, light, and calm movement can carry hearts into quiet, restful sleep, and that magic exists quietly everywhere. In a quiet valley, surrounded by gentle hills, there existed a choir unlike any other. It did not sing with voices or instruments. Yet anyone who entered the valley could feel its presence softly moving through the air like a gentle song. The choir was made of whispers of wind, the rustle of leaves, the soft trickle of streams, and the quiet hum of nature, everything blended together, creating a calm, invisible melody that filled the valley with peace. Travelers who walked through often paused to feel the rhythm, slowing their steps and softening their thoughts. Children sometimes lay in the grass, listening, closing their eyes, and imagining the sounds forming shapes in the sky. The villagers felt the magic without needing to explain it. The valley itself seemed alive with gentle harmony, each sound carrying comfort and a quiet joy that settled into hearts and minds as night fell. The soft melody continued moving through the hills, wrapping the village in a warm embrace. Stars twinkled above, in sync with the gentle rhythm, and the moon cast a tender glow, guiding sleepy thoughts into dreams. The choir never grew loud or hurried, it simply existed, offering calm and wonder to anyone who noticed. And so the silent choir of the valley sang night after night, quietly reminding everyone that music can exist without words, that harmony can be felt in gentle moments, and that the world holds peace for those who listen patiently and softly drift into sleep. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a small shop hidden on a narrow cobblestone street. Its windows glowed softly at dusk, and inside the shelves held hours that no one remembered or had forgotten completely. The shopkeeper moved slowly, arranging the hours like delicate treasures. Each hour was wrapped in gentle warmth, carrying memories of calm, peaceful moments that had been lost. 2 busy days or hurried thoughts. Villagers passing by sometimes peeked in pole and felt a strange comfort, as if time itself slowed and breathed softly. Children wandered through, imagining hours that could let them play forever or nap without end. Adults discovered forgotten hours that reminded them of quiet laughter, gentle conversations, or moments of stillness they had nearly forgotten. The shop never demanded anything. It simply offered the gift of pause and calm to anyone who entered that night. The shop glowed softly from within, and the hours seemed to hum quietly, carrying peace into the streets. The villagers left carrying the gentle magic of forgotten hours in their hearts, slowing their steps, softening their minds, and easing them into calm dreams. And so the shop that sold forgotten hours remained a sanctuary for anyone who noticed its quiet magic, reminding the village that time can be gentle, that rest is a treasure, and that calm moments can be found even in the smallest places, guiding all who entered into peaceful sleep. In a quiet valley hidden between gentle hills, there was a cave unlike any other. Its entrance glowed softly with candles that flickered without smoke, casting warm golden light across the walls. The cave seemed ordinary by day, yet at night it held a quiet magic waiting to be discovered. Villagers who stumbled upon it felt a gentle calmness as they entered. The walls shimmered softly, reflecting the candlelight in patterns that danced like whispers. Across the stone, each step into the cave brought a sense of peace, as if the earth itself was breathing slowly alongside them children. Wandered through, imagining small hidden worlds behind each shadow. Adults felt memories of long-forgotten wonders rising softly in their hearts. The candles never burned down, their light always warm and steady, guiding everyone deeper into calm and gentle author. Cave held tiny wonders everywhere, sparkling stones, soft moss, and faint echoes of gentle music that could only be heard by the heart. The villagers moved slowly, listening, watching, feeling the magic wrap around them like a warm blanket, easing their minds into stillness. And so, night after night, the cave glowed softly, carrying its quiet magic into dreams, reminding everyone who entered that wonder can be gentle, calm, can be found in hidden places, and that the soft glow of light can guide all hearts into peaceful, restful sleep. In a quiet village tucked between soft rolling hills, there was a garden gate that never closed. Its paint was faded, yet it glowed gently in the soft light of dawn and dusk. The gate invited anyone who passed by to wander freely into the garden beyond. The garden was filled with flowers that bloomed quietly, without hurry, and trees that swayed gently as if greeting every visitor. The wind whispered softly through the leaves, carrying hints of faraway lands and the scent of calm. Peaceful mornings, children wandered through, imagining paths that led to hidden nooks and tiny clearings where dreams could rest. Adults often found themselves lingering at the gate, letting the soft air ease their thoughts. The garden did not demand anything. It simply offered space to pause, to breathe, to remember gentle joys. The gate never closed, and so the garden was always ready to welcome those who needed calm and quiet. Magic-ass night-fell lanterns glowed softly along the winding paths, guiding sleepy steps and peaceful minds. The moonlight reflected on petals and leaves, creating silver trails that seemed to lead straight into dreams. Each moment in the garden felt slow, soft, and comforting, carrying everyone gently into sleep. And so the garden gate that never closed remained a quiet sanctuary night after night, reminding the village that magic exists in open doors, in gentle spaces, and that calm and peace can always be found when hearts wander slowly into rest. In a quiet village, hidden between gentle hills, there was a pair of shoes unlike any other. They rested quietly in the corner of an old shop, yet each night they seemed to move on their own, wandering softly through the streets and lanes. The shoes walked slowly, leaving no footprints, yet carrying gentle magic with every step. Children sometimes peeked from windows, catching glimpses of the shoes gliding past, and imagined them visiting hidden gardens or tiny secret doors. Adults felt calmness settle into their hearts when they noticed the shoes moving silently, as if guiding the village into soft peace. Each night the shoes wandered to the places where dreams were waiting quietly. They paused beside sleeping children, the elderly, and travelers passing through, leaving behind a sense of warmth and gentle wonder. The shoes never rushed. They simply moved, softly guiding hearts into stillness. By morning, the shoes would return to the shop as if nothing had happened yet. The magic remained lingering in the air, slowing breaths, softening thoughts, and easing minds into calmness. Villagers never questioned it, for they had learned that some magic is quiet and gentle, yet deeply comforting. And so the shoes continued to walk, alone night after night, reminding the village that magic can move silently, that calm can be found in small movements, and that soft peace can follow anyone who notices the quiet wonders around them. In a quiet village tucked between soft hills, there stood an old oak tree, its branches stretched wide and strong, its trunk thick and sturdy, and its leaves whispered softly in the wind. The villagers often passed by without thinking, yet the oak held memories of everything it had ever seen children. Sometimes leaned against its trunk, feeling a gentle warmth, as if the tree understood their thoughts. The elders felt comfort in its shadow, remembering moments of joy, calm conversations, and quiet laughter from long ago. The oak did not speak in words, yet its presence carried peace and gentle magic. Night, the moonlight touched its branches, creating silver patterns on the ground. Each rustle of its leaves felt like a soft lullaby, guiding hearts and minds into calmness. Travelers resting beneath it felt their worries soften, their breathing slow, and their thoughts drift gently into dreams. The oak remembered every story, every smile, every tear it had witnessed. It shared its quiet magic with anyone who paused and listened, letting them feel the gentle flow of time and the comfort of being seen and remembered. And so the old oak that remembered everything remained a quiet guardian night after night, reminding the village that memory can be soft, that calm can be found in stillness, and that gentle magic exists in the quiet presence of things that have seen the world and held it tenderly. In a quiet village, nestled between gentle hills, there was a bell high in a small tower. Its shape was simple, yet its sound was unlike any other. When it rang softly at night, it seemed to reach the stars themselves. Villagers often heard the gentle tone drifting across rooftops and gardens. Each note was calm and slow, carrying a sense of peace and quiet magic. Children sometimes ran outside at night, listening, and imagined the stars twinkling, as if waving back. Adults felt their hearts lighten and their thoughts soften, guided by the gentle rhythm of the bell. Each evening the bell called softly, carrying whispers of dreams and distant places. It reminded everyone that the night was gentle and safe, and that even the smallest sound could hold wonder and calm. The wind around the tower hummed along, adding its own soft harmony to the quiet. Song by midnight, the bell's soft chimes seemed to settle the village, its magic wrapping round every home, and heart slowing, breathing, softening thoughts, and guiding everyone gently into dreams. The stars above twinkled more brightly, as if answering the call, resting in their places once more. So the bell that called the stars home rang quietly night after night, reminding the village that calm can be carried by sound, that magic can be gentle, and soft, and that each heart can drift peacefully into sleep, feeling connected to the vast quiet beauty of the world. In a quiet village tucked between soft hills, there was a bridge unlike any other. Its arches stretched gently across a slow winding river, and it glowed softly at dusk and moonrise. The villagers called it the Sleeper's Bridge, because anyone who crossed it felt a quiet calm, as if the world had slow children often tiptoed along its wooden planks, imagining dreams waiting beneath the surface of the water. Adults felt their hearts lighten, their thoughts slow, and their breathing soften, as if the bridge carried gentle magic that eased the mind and invited peaceful rest. Night, the bridge shimmered with moonlight, reflecting on the ripples below, and the air carried soft whispers of calm stories and quiet adventures. Each step felt like a gentle lullaby, guiding anyone crossing into a world of gentle dreams, where worries melted like morning mist. Travelers passing through the village sometimes paused on the bridge, letting the soft glow wrap around them, feeling safe and serene. The river below mirrored the stars, and every ripple seemed to hum softly, creating a gentle rhythm that carried the mind into calm and restful sleep. And so the Sleeper's Bridge of Dreams remained night after night, a quiet guide reminding the village that peace can be found in gentle places, that calm can be carried with every step, and that each heart can drift softly into restful dreams. In a quiet village where gentle hills met a winding river, there was a riverbank unlike any other. It was lined with smooth stones, soft grass, and wildflowers that seemed to hum quietly with hidden tales the villagers often passed by without noticing, yet the riverbank held stories waiting for someone to pause and listen. Children sometimes sat on the soft grass, imagining whispers rising from the river. They heard faint laughter, playful secrets, and gentle advice from long ago. Adults felt calmness settle into their hearts, softening thoughts and slowing their breath, as if the river itself carried quiet magic. At night, the moonlight glimmered on the water, illuminating the riverbank softly, casting silver trails across stones and leaves. Every ripple seemed to carry a story, a memory, or a gentle dream, ready to drift into peaceful sleep. Each visitor felt a gentle pull, inviting them to stay a little longer, to pause and imagine. Travelers resting by the riverbank felt invisible hands guiding their thoughts toward calm and quiet reflection. The air smelled faintly of moss and wildflowers, and the soft rustle of leaves above created a natural lullaby that carried everyone gently into dreams. And so the riverbank of hidden stories remained, night after night, a quiet place, reminding the village that magic exists in gentle moments, that calm can be found in quiet spaces, and that every heart can drift softly into restful sleep when it listens to the hidden stories around it. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a staircase unlike any other. Its steps stretched softly upward, disappearing into the clouds above. Villagers passing by often paused, feeling a gentle pull, as if the staircase invited them to wander slowly toward the Sky Children. Sometimes tiptoed up the steps, imagining soft clouds to rest on and quiet stars to touch. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, and a soft slowing of thoughts, as if each step carried a gentle lullaby guiding them toward peaceful dreams. The staircase shimmered faintly in the light of dawn and dusk, each step glowing softly like it remembered every quiet wish and every gentle dream it had carried before travelers. Climbing, slowly felt the air soften around them, the wind whispering gentle encouragement, and the sky above welcoming them. With quiet warmth by night, the staircase seemed to hum softly in harmony with the stars. Each step offered a moment of calm reflection and gentle wonder, as if reminding anyone who climbed that peace can be found in quiet journeys, and that the world can hold magic softly and gently. And so the staircase that rose into the sky remained night after night, a quiet guide, inviting villagers to step softly into calm, restful dreams, reminding them that even the tallest heights can carry gentle peace, and that each heart can drift slowly into sleep. In quiet village by the gentle sea, there was a shore where the waves whispered softly to anyone who paused to listen. The sand was smooth and warm, and every shell seemed to hum faint melodies that carried memories of forgotten songs. Children often wandered along the shore, imagining stories hidden in the shells and listening closely to the rhythm of the waves. Adults felt their hearts soften and their thoughts slow the gentle song of the seashore, wrapping them in calm and quiet peace at dusk. The sky painted soft colors above the water, and the forgotten song drifted across the village. Each note was slow and soothing, carrying gentle dreams to anyone who heard it. The air smelled faintly of salt and warmth, and the soft hush of the sea became a natural lullaby. Travelers resting by the shore felt invisible waves guiding their minds toward rest. The seashore held its quiet magic, patiently inviting everyone to pause, breathe, and imagine, softly as the gentle song of the waves carried, bend into peaceful sleep. And so the forgotten song of the seashore continued night after night, reminding the village that magic can be soft, that calm exists in quiet places, and that every heart can drift gently into dreams when it listens carefully to the quiet music of the world. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a post office unlike any other. It did not simply deliver letters and parcels. It delivered wishes wrapped in quiet magic and gentle hope. Children sometimes dropped tiny folded papers into the slots, imagining their wishes drifting softly to someone who needed them. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts as they watched the gentle movement of envelopes, carrying peace and quiet dreams. At dusk, the post office glowed softly, its windows warm and inviting. Each letter seemed to hum gently, as if carrying whispers of comfort and joy to the world outside. The air smelled faintly of paper and ink, and the soft glow invited villagers to pause, breathe, and imagine. Travelers passing through often left small wishes behind, quietly smiling, knowing the magic was carried onward. The post office never rushed the wishes. They floated softly, slowly, settling into the hearts of anyone open to gentle calm and quiet hope. And so the post office that delivered wishes remained night after night, a quiet guardian reminding the village, that magic can be gentle, that dreams can travel softly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep, carried by invisible hands of calm and kindness. Asterisk. In a quiet village, tucked between soft hills, there was a door that appeared only at twilight. Its frame glowed faintly in the soft evening light, and it seemed to invite anyone passing by to pause and wonder. Children sometimes tiptoed closer, imagining what lay beyond the door. They imagined gentle gardens, quiet rooms filled with soft music and little glowing lights. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, slowing their thoughts and easing their minds into peaceful awareness. As night fell, the door shimmered gently in the moonlight and seemed to hum softly each step. Toward it felt like a gentle journey into calm and imagination. The air around carried a faint scent of flowers and warm earth, and the soft glow of the door created a quiet rhythm that guided hearts into rest. Travelers passing by sometimes lingered, feeling invisible hands easing their worries, as if the door carried magic that could only be felt, not explained. The door never forced anyone, it simply waited, offering by a moment of calm and gentle wonder to anyone who noticed. And so the door that appeared at twilight remained night after night, a quiet invitation, reminding the village that magic can be subtle, that calm can be found in gentle moments, and that every heart can drift softly into sleep when it pauses to notice the quiet wonders around it. Asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a cat unlike any other. It moved silently at dusk, climbing onto every roof in the village and curling into soft, peaceful circles, as if guarding the homes below. Children sometimes spotted the cat stretching lazily or purring softly above them, and imagined it carrying gentle dreams to everyone inside. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, knowing the cat moved quietly, keeping watch, bringing a soft, invisible magic to the village. At night, the moonlight glimmered on the rooftops, and the cat's fur shimmered faintly. Each purr seemed to hum through the air like a gentle lullaby, guiding hearts and minds into calm and restful sleep. Travelers passing through felt invisible comfort, as if the cat carried a sense of safety with every soft step. The cat never hurried. It simply wandered roof by roof, pausing here and there, letting the quiet rhythm of its movement wrap the village in peace and gentle dreams. The soft patter of paws across tiles became part of the night, creating a rhythm that invited slow breathing and gentle imagination. And so the cat who slept on every roof remained, night after night, a quiet guardian, reminding the village that calm can be found in small moments, that magic can move softly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep under the watch of gentle, unseen friends. Asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between soft hills there lived a lantern keeper who wandered the streets at night, carrying softly glowing lanterns. The light was warm and steady, casting gentle paths through quiet lanes and sleepy gardens. Children sometimes peeked from windows, imagining the lanterns carrying whispers of calm dreams. Adults felt their hearts slow, Their thoughts soften, and a gentle peace settle around them as the lantern keeper passed. By guiding invisible magic through the village each night, the lanterns glowed softly, illuminating hidden corners, small doorways, and quiet spaces that had been forgotten during the day. The gentle glow wrapped the village in calm warmth, carrying the soft rhythm of light, like a lullaby for every heart traveler's resting. In the village felt invisible hands, easing their worries, and soft, gentle light guiding their minds toward rest. The lanterns never hurried, and the keeper never spoke. They simply moved through the night, leaving calm and gentle wonder in their wake. And so the lantern keeper of silent nights wandered night after night, reminding the village that magic can be soft and subtle, that calm can travel unseen, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when surrounded by quiet, gentle light. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there lived a clockmaker whose workshop was filled with ticking clocks of all shapes and sizes. Each clock seemed ordinary, yet the clockmaker had a gentle magic that could mend forgotten memories, soothe tired hearts. Children sometimes wondered in peeking at the tiny gears and watching the clocks tick slowly, as if carrying soft whispers of past joys. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, knowing that the workshop held quiet magic that could gently ease the mind and bring peace at night. The clocks chimed softly, each note slow and comforting, carrying memories that had been misplaced or forgotten. The air smelled faintly of wood and warm metal, and every tick felt like a gentle reminder that time could hold kindness and come travelers passing through, sometimes paused by the shop, feeling invisible warmth wrapping around them, softly guiding thoughts into reflection and rest. The clockmaker never hurried. Each repair was slow and deliberate, each memory mended with gentle care. And so the clockmaker who fixed memories worked day after day and night after night, reminding the village that magic can be quiet and patient, that calm can live in gentle moments, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep, surrounded by the soft ticking of time. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a train unlike any other. It only ran at night, carrying passengers slowly and softly toward Quietville, a place where calm and gentle dreams awaited. Children sometimes peeked from windows, imagining the train gliding past stars and moonlight. Adults felt their hearts soften and thoughts slow as the gentle rhythm of the wheels hummed quietly, guiding everyone into calm awareness. Dusk, the train arrived with a faint glow, its carriages warm and inviting. Every step aboard felt like a journey into stillness and quiet wonder. The air smelled faintly of pine and soft earth, and the gentle motion carried invisible magic, helping minds drift toward sleep. Travelers settled into the carriages, feeling soft. Blankets wrap around them, and the gentle rocking of the train carrying them slowly through gentle hills, sparkling rivers, and sleepy forests. Each station the train passed was calm, quiet, and bathed in soft moonlight, tanned. So the night train to Quietville traveled night after night, a gentle guide, reminding the village that calm can be found in slow journeys, that magic can move softly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into dreams, carried by quiet motion and gentle night. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a market that came alive only at night. Its stalls were lined with softly glowing lanterns that hummed gentle melodies as if singing to anyone who paused to listen. Children sometimes wandered between the stalls, imagining the lanterns telling stories of faraway lands and quiet adventures. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft music easing thoughts and wrapping the mind in gentle peace. At night, the lanterns glowed in warm colors, casting soft patterns on the cobblestones and stalls. Each note carried whispers of calm, magic guiding hearts and minds into restful dreams. The air smelled faintly of warm spices, soft flowers, and the subtle scent of lantern oil, blending into a gentle lullaby. Travelers passing through the market often lingered, feeling invisible hands easing their worries, and soft melodies leading them, put into slow breathing and quiet imagination. The lanterns never hurried, their song drifted gently, weaving calm into every corner. And so the market where lanterns sang remained night after night, a quiet sanctuary reminding the village that magic can be gentle, that calm can travel softly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep, guided by the soft songs of light. In a quiet village tucked between soft hills, there was a treehouse high among the branches of an old, sturdy tree. It waited quietly for anyone who wished to climb up and rest for a while. Children sometimes wandered up the wooden ladder, imagining soft cushions and blankets and small glowing lanterns that lit the space with gentle warmth. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, knowing the treehouse offered a quiet pause from the busy day, a place to breathe and dream. At dusk, the treehouse glowed softly in the fading sunlight, and the leaves rustled gently around it. Each corner seemed to hold quiet magic. Soft toys hummed gentle tunes, and the air smelled faintly of wood and warm leaves, inviting calm reflection. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, looking up, feeling a gentle pull toward the treehouse. Its quiet presence reminded them that rest can be found in unexpected places, and that small moments of calm can carry invisible magic. And so the treehouse that waited for you remained night after night, a gentle sanctuary, reminding the village that peace can be found in quiet spaces, that calm can live in stillness, and that every heart can drift softly into sleep when it pauses to notice gentle wonders around it. In a quiet village tucked between soft hills, there was a wind that moved softly through the trees and across the fields. Its voice was never loud or harsh, but always gentle, carrying calm and quiet magic to anyone who paused to listen. Children sometimes ran through the fields, feeling the soft breeze on their faces, imagining it whispering gentle stories of faraway lands and quiet adventures. Adults felt their hearts soften, their thoughts slow, and a calm warmth settle around them as the wind passed by. At night, the wind carried faint melodies, rustling leaves softly and humming across rooftops. It brought the scent bough, flowers, and earth, and created a rhythm, like a natural lullaby guiding minds and hearts toward peaceful dreams. Travelers, resting in the village, often felt the wind brushing against them, carrying invisible hands of calm, smoothing worries, and inviting quiet imagination. The gentle breeze never hurried, it simply moved slowly, weaving magic into the night. And so the wind that spoke in gentle tones wandered night after night, reminding the village that calm can travel softly, that magic can be subtle, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it listens carefully to the gentle whispers of the world. In a quiet village tucked between soft hills, there was a bed unlike any other. It floated gently on a soft cloud, drifting slowly above the rooftops and gardens. The villagers often imagined it carrying sleepy dreams softly through the night sky. Children sometimes watched it glide past their windows, imagining themselves lying on it, wrapped in warm blankets, drifting over gentle rivers and quiet forests. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, their thoughts slow, and a gentle peace wrap around them as they pictured the soft, floating bed at dusk. The cloud glowed faintly in the evening light, and the bed swayed slowly like a gentle lullaby. Each breath felt lighter, and every worry softer as the bed drifted, carrying gentle magic to anyone who believed in its quiet charm. Travelers, resting in the village, sometimes looked up and smiled, feeling the invisible magic brushing softly around them, guiding thoughts toward calm and peaceful rest. The bed never hurried. It simply floated, slowly drifting through the quiet night, carrying gentle dreams. And so the bed that floated on a cloud drifted night after night, reminding the village that calm can move softly, that magic can be quiet, and that every heart can drift gently into sleep when carried on the clouds of imagination. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a bridge unlike any other. Its wooden planks stretched softly across a slow river, and whenever anyone crossed it, their footsteps became silent, as if the bridge carried them gently. Children sometimes tiptoed along, imagining themselves floating above the water and listening to the soft whispers of the river below. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, their thoughts slow, and a gentle peace wrap around them as they imagined crossing the bridge at night. The moonlight glimmered softly on the river, and the bridge seemed to hum quietly, each step carrying invisible magic that guided minds toward calm and restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of moss and water, and the soft rustle of leaves above created a gentle lullaby. Travelers crossing the bridge often paused, feeling invisible hands of calm, smoothing worries and inviting gentle reflection. The bridge never hurried, it simply held its quiet presence, allowing hearts to drift slowly into peaceful dreams. And so the bridge of silent footsteps remained night after night, a gentle guide, reminding the village that calm can be found in quiet journeys, that magic can move softly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when walking with gentle awareness. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a road that stretched gently into the distance. Lining its path were countless lanterns that glowed softly, casting warm pools of light on the cobblestones Below, children sometimes wandered along the road, imagining each lantern carrying a small secret, a gentle dream, or a quiet wish. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts as the soft light wrapped around them, slowing thoughts and easing minds into peaceful reflection at night. The lanterns glowed in warm colors, softly flickering with gentle movement. The air smelled faintly of flowers and warm earth, and the soft hum of the lanterns carried a rhythm like a lullaby, guiding hearts and minds into restful sleep travelers. Walking the road often paused, feeling invisible hands of calm brushing worries aside, as the gentle glow of the lanterns invited quiet imagination, penge and gentle breathing. The road never hurried, and the lanterns never rushed. Their light simply stretched, endlessly carrying magic softly along the way, and so the road of endless lanterns remained night after night, a gentle path reminding the village that calm can travel quietly, that magic can move softly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep, guided by the gentle glow of endless light. In a quiet village, tucked between gentle hills, there was a forest that seemed alive in a gentle, magical way. Its trees stretched high and swayed softly, carrying whispers of laughter and quiet dreams. Children sometimes wandered through the forest, imagining that each tree had a story to tell, and that the leaves whispered gentle secrets only they could hear. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, their thoughts slowing as the soft rustle of leaves created a soothing rhythm. At dusk, the forest glowed faintly in the light of the setting sun, and tiny fireflies drifted like little bar stars among the trees. Each sound felt like a lullaby, every soft breeze a gentle invitation to rest and dream. Travelers passing through the forest often paused, feeling invisible comfort, brushing their worries away. The forest never hurried, and it never spoke loudly. It simply carried calm and gentle magic, weaving it softly into every heart. And so the forest that dreamed of children remained night after night a quiet guardian, reminding the village that magic can be gentle, that calm can be found in quiet places, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep, surrounded by whispers of soft laughter and gentle dreams. In a quiet village, tucked between gentle hills, there was a small key that could open the sky. It lay hidden for many years, waiting patiently for someone curious enough to find its children. Sometimes wandered through meadows, imagining themselves holding the key and turning it gently toward the clouds. They imagined soft golden light spilling from the sky, and gentle winds carrying dreams to every heart. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts as the idea of such quiet magic wrapped around them. At dusk, the sky glowed softly, and the key shimmered faintly in the fading sunlight. Each turn seemed to hum a gentle melody, and the clouds shifted slowly, forming patterns like whispers guiding hearts into rest. The air smelled faintly of warm earth and soft rain. Travelers passing through sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm brushing their worries aside. The key never hurried. It simply waited, carrying gentle magic for those who noticed and believed. And so the key that opened the sky remained night after night, a quiet reminder to the village that magic can be subtle, that calm can travel softly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices the wonders quietly waiting above. Asterisk in a quiet village tucked between gentle hills. There was a small room hidden at the top of an old house. Its walls seemed soft and warm. Inside, time felt different, slower, gentler, and quiet children sometimes peeked inside, imagining. Clocks that ticked softly like lullabies, and shadows that moved like gentle whispers. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, knowing that inside the room their thoughts could drift slowly and peacefully. Dusk, the light glowed faintly through small windows, and the air smelled of soft wood and warm fabric. Every breath felt lighter, and every sound gentler, as if the room itself was singing a quiet lullaby guiding hearts toward rest. Travelers, passing by sometimes, paused, feeling invisible comfort, brushing worries aside. The room never hurried, it simply held its quiet magic, allowing hearts to drift into soft, gentle dreams. And so the room where time fell asleep remained night after night a quiet sanctuary, reminding the village that calm can live in gentle moments, that magic can be still and subtle, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when wrapped in soft quiet. Time asterisk in a quiet village tucked between gentle hills. There was a bell hanging softly above the river. Its sound was gentle and slow, and whenever it rang, the river seemed to stir, carrying quiet magic to everyone. Nearby children sometimes ran to the river, imagining each ring as a story unfolding in ripples across the water. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft sound carrying peace and slowing thoughts as the river responded gently to the bell at dusk. The bell glowed faintly in the last light of day, and the river shimmered like soft silver. Each tone felt like a gentle hum, every ripple a quiet lullaby, guiding hearts and minds toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of water and warm earth. Travelers passing by often paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing their worries aside. The bell never hurried, and the river never rushed. They simply moved, gently carrying soft magic along their way on. So the bell that woke the river rang night after night, a quiet reminder to the village that magic can be soft and subtle, that calm can travel slowly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep, guided by the gentle tones of river and bell. Asterisk in a quiet valley surrounded by gentle hills, there was a town that had slept for 100 years. Its streets were silent, and its houses empty, yet filled with quiet magic, waiting patiently for someone to awaken its children. Sometimes wandered through imagining cobblestones that hummed softly beneath their feet, and gardens that slowly opened as if greeting them. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the stillness carrying gentle peace and slowing thought. At dusk, soft light spilled across the town from the rising moon, casting everything in warm, gentle shadows. The air smelled faintly of old wood and earth, and every breath felt lighter as the town seemed to breathe softly in its long sleep. Travelers passing through sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing their worries aside. The town never hurried, it simply rested, carrying its quiet magic, ready to slowly awaken hearts and minds. And so the town that slept for 100 years remained night after night, a quiet reminder that magic can be patient, that calm can live in by stillness, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices the gentle wonders waiting quietly around it. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a small cat who loved to sit on rooftops at night. Its eyes glowed softly, reflecting the stars above, and it watched the sky as if counting every twinkled children, sometimes climbed to peek bat at the cat, imagining it, whispering gentle stories to the stars, and sharing quiet dreams with the moon. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts. The soft presence of the cat slowing thoughts and bringing gentle peace. Dusk, the sky glimmered faintly, and the cat stretched and purred quietly, every movement carrying soft magic. The air smelled faintly of warm earth and soft night flowers, and every breath felt lighter as the cat watched silently. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling be invisible calm, brushing their worries aside. The cat never hurried, and the stars never rushed. They simply moved, gently carrying quiet magic through the night. And so the cat that watched the stars remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be quiet, that calm can live in soft observation, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices the gentle wonders of night. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a lamp post standing at the very edge of the sea. Its light glowed softly, reflecting on the gentle waves and guiding anyone who walked along the shore. Children sometimes wandered to the beach, imagining soft golden light spilling across the sand and tiny waves carrying quiet messages from faraway places. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts. The warm glow of the lamp-post slowing thoughts and wrapping them in gentle peace. At dusk, the sky faded slowly into soft twilight, and the lamp-post shimmered faintly above the water. Each breath felt lighter, and every sound gentler, as the soft glow carried invisible magic, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible comfort, brushing worries aside. The lamp-post never hurried, it simply held its quiet light, allowing every heart to drift into gentle dreams. And so the lamp-post at the edge of the sea remained night after night, a quiet reminder to the village that magic can be soft and subtle, that calm can be found in gentle light, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when guided by quiet, glowing wonder. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a green where long ago a feast had been held. The tables were empty now, but the magic of that day lingered softly in the air. Children sometimes wandered across the green, imagining invisible dishes filled with sweets and warm bread and soft laughter floating on the breeze. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the quiet memory of joy wrapping around them like a gentle hug. At dusk, the moonlight spilled across the grass, and flowers glowed faintly, as if remembering the feast. Each sound felt softer, every breath gentler, as the quiet magic of celebration brushed softly across hearts, guiding them toward peaceful dreams. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The feast never hurried. It simply waited, quietly carrying gentle magic for those who remembered or imagined, and so the forgotten feast of the village green remained. Night after night, a quiet reminder to the village that magic can linger in memories, that calm can be found in quiet reflection, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices the gentle wonders of the past. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a garden where every flower seemed to hold a memory. Its air carried faint scents that reminded anyone who walked there of soft days long past. Children sometimes wandered through imagining flowers that whispered gentle stories and petals that hummed quiet tunes. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft scents slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the sunlight faded softly, and the garden glowed faintly, each fragrance carrying invisible magic that guided hearts toward restful sleep. The breeze rustled lightly through the leaves, and every breath felt lighter as memories danced softly around them. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The garden never hurried, it simply held its quiet magic, allowing hearts to drift slowly into gentle dreams. And so the garden that smelled of memories remained night after night, a quiet reminder to the village that magic can be found in simple senses, that calm can live in quiet reflection, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle memories softly surrounding it. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a tall tower where owls perched every night. Their eyes glowed softly as they watched over the village, carrying quiet magic and gentle, calm. Children sometimes wandered close, imagining the owls whispering stories of distant forests and soft adventures. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the silent presence of the owls slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the tower glimmered in the fading light. The soft hoots of the owls drifted across the rooftops. Each sound felt like a lullaby. Every shadow moved softly, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The tower never hurried, and the owls never rushed. They simply kept watch, carrying quiet magic through the night. And so the tower where owls kept watch remained, night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be silent, that calm can live in quiet observation, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices the gentle guardians above. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a night when the moon seemed to reach closer than usual. Its soft silver light brushed against windows and glimmered like gentle fingertips, knocking quietly. Children sometimes pressed their hands to the glass, imagining the moon whispering gentle stories and carrying soft dreams across the sky. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the gentle light slowing thoughts and wrapping them in quiet peace. At dusk, the sky glowed faintly, and the moon shimmered softly, casting silver reflections on rooftops and trees. Each shadow moved gently, and every breath felt lighter, as the moon brushed softly, inviting hearts toward restful sleep travelers. Looking up, sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The moon never hurried. It simply moved slowly, carrying gentle magic and quiet dreams. And so the moon that knocked on the window remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be soft, that calm can move slowly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle silver light softly touching the world. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there came a night when silver rain fell softly from the sky. Each drop glimmered like tiny lights, forming a gentle curtain across the rooftops and fields children sometimes ran out to feel. The soft rain, imagining it carrying tiny wishes and quiet dreams. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft patter of the rain slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the sky shimmered with silver light, and the drops created soft melodies on windows and leaves. Each sound felt like a lullaby, every breath lighter, as the curtain of rain carried gentle magic, guiding hearts toward restful sleep travelers. Walking through the village, sometimes paused, feeling invisible, calm, brushing worries aside. The rain never hurried. It simply fell softly, carrying quiet magic across the world. And so the curtain of silver rain remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be soft, that calm can move quietly, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices the gentle silver falling from the sky. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a library where stories shifted quietly on their shelves, books rearranged themselves gently, and words hummed softly, as if alive children sometimes wandered between the aisles, imagining stories, changing to whisper their own names or dreams. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft rustle of pages slowing thoughts, band, and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the sunlight fell softly through tall windows, and the books glowed faintly, each page carrying invisible magic, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of old paper and soft wood. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The library never hurried. It simply shifted quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the library of shifting stories remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be quiet, that calm can live in soft change, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices the gentle wonders of quiet stories. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a tree that grew lanterns softly glowing in the night. Its branches stretched wide, and each lantern swung gently, carrying quiet light children sometimes wandered beneath, imagining the lanterns, whispering gentle stories and carrying soft dreams. Across the garden, adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the warm glow slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the sky dimmed softly, and the lanterns glimmered faintly, each sway creating gentle shadows that moved like lullabies, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of soft leaves and warm earth travelers. Passing by, sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The tree never hurried. It simply grew quietly, carrying gentle magic for those who noticed. And so the tree that grew lanterns remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can glow softly, that calm can live in quiet light, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders quietly. Swaying above asterisk in a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a child who loved to wander quietly and collect echoes. Each sound that lingered in the air, the soft whisper of leaves or distant laughter, the child gathered carefully, sometimes imagined themselves following the soft echoes through meadows and forests, finding gentle secrets hidden in every sound. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the quiet magic slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the village glowed softly in fading light, and the collected echoes hummed like lullabies across rooftops and streets. Every sound felt lighter, and every breath softer as the child moved gently, gathering quiet. Magic travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm. Brushing worries aside, the child never hurried. Each echo simply drifted gently, carrying quiet magic along. And so the child who collected echoes remained day after day, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be subtle, that calm can live in quiet sounds, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle echoes softly lingering round asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a lake that whispered softly in riddle. Its waters shimmered gently, carrying quiet secrets for anyone who paused to listen. Children sometimes wandered to the shore, imagining the lake speaking softly of hidden treasures and gentle mysteries. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft whispers slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the sky reflected faintly in the ripples, and the lake glowed softly, each wave carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of water and soft earth travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The lake never hurried. It simply rippled, gently carrying quiet magic and subtle riddles. And so the lake that spoke in riddles remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be quiet, that calm can live in soft mysteries, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly speaking around it. Asterisk, in a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a bell that never rang loudly, yet its presence was felt in the soft evening air. It hung gently in the tower, carrying quiet magic and calm. Children sometimes wandered beneath, imagining the bell whispering soft stories. To the trees and flowers, adults felt calmness settle in their hearts. The gentle presence, slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the sky glowed softly, and the bell seemed to hum invisibly, each moment carrying invisible magic, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm earth and soft evening. Breeze travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The bell never hurried, it simply waited quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed, and so the silent bell of evening remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be soft, that calm can live in quiet moments, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders around asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a field where fireflies gathered every night. Their lights glowed softly like tiny stars, dancing slowly across the grass. Children sometimes wandered through, imagining the fireflies, whispering gentle stories and carrying dreams into the sky. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft flicker of light slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the field shimmered faintly, and each firefly glowed softly, every movement carrying invisible magic, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of grass and warm earth. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The fireflies never hurried, they simply danced quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed, and so the field of dreaming fireflies remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be soft, that calm can live in tiny glowing lights, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly dancing around asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a house standing quietly at the crossroads. Its windows glowed softly in the evening, and it seemed to wait patiently for anyone who passed by. Children sometimes wandered close, imagining the house whispering gentle stories to travelers and carrying quiet dreams. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts. The stillness of the house slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the sky softened, and the house glimmered faintly, each shadow moving slowly, carrying invisible magic, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm wood and gentle earth. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The house never hurried, it simply waited quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed, and so the house that waited at the crossroads remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be patient, that calm can live in quiet stillness, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly waiting asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a river where golden leaves drifted slowly across the water. Their gentle movement shimmered softly, carrying quiet Magic children sometimes wandered along the banks, imagining the leaves, whispering gentle stories and carrying soft dreams. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts. The slow drift of leaves, slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk the river glowed faintly in the fading light, and each leaf shimmered softly, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of water and warm earth. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible, calm, brushing worries aside. The river never hurried, it simply flowed quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the river, full golden leaves, remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can drift softly, that calm can live in gentle motion, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices. Quiet wonders flowing around in a quiet village tucked between gentle hills. There was a bridge that stretched high above the trees. Its surface glimmered faintly, and the winds whispered softly as they passed, carrying quiet. Magic children sometimes wandered across, imagining the winds telling gentle stories and guiding soft dreams. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft breezes, slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk the sky glowed softly and the bridge shimmered faintly, each gust carrying invisible magic, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of fresh wind and soft leaves. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible, calm, brushing worries aside. The bridge never hurried, it simply stood quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the sky bridge of whispering winds remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can move softly, that calm can live in gentle whispers, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices quiet wonders softly moving above in a quiet valley tucked between gentle hills. There was a hidden village where every home glowed softly with candlelight. Its warm, flickering light carried gentle magic, and calm children sometimes wandered through, imagining the candles, whispering soft stories and guiding gentle dreams. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft glow slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk the village shimmered softly, and every candle flickered like tiny stars, casting gentle shadows that moved slowly, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of wax and warm earth. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible, calm, brushing worries aside. The village never hurried. It simply glowed quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the hidden village of candlelight remained, night after night, a gentle reminder that magic can glow softly, that calm can live in gentle light, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices quiet wonders softly shining around in a quiet village tucked between gentle hills. There was a train that moved softly along the tracks, carrying forgotten songs. Its gentle whistle drifted across the fields like a lullaby. Children sometimes imagined the songs floating softly through their rooms and carrying dreams into the sky. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts. The soft melodies slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in gentle peace. At dusk, the train glimmered faintly, and each note shimmered softly, every whistle carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm wood and distant flowers. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm brushing worries aside. The train never hurried. It simply glided quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who knew how to stand. So the train that carried forgotten songs remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can move softly, that calm can live in gentle melodies, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices quiet wonders softly traveling by asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a market that came alive softly under the gentle glow of moonlight. Stalls shimmered faintly, and everything moved quietly, carrying gentle magic children, sometimes wandered through imagining. The market whispering soft stories and carrying gentle dreams. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft glow and quiet movements, slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the moon rose softly above, and every store glimmered faintly, each shadow moving gently, carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm bread, and soft earth travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm brushing worries aside. The market never hurried. It simply rested quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the sleepy market of moonlight remained, night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can glow softly, that calm can live in quiet places, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly resting around asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a garden that came alive at night with stars glowing softly above its flowers. Put shimmered faintly, as if catching the light and carrying gentle magic children. Sometimes wandered through, imagining the stars, whispering soft stories and guiding dreams across the garden. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft glow, slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the sky shimmered softly, and each flower seemed to glow faintly, every movement carrying invisible magic, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of soft petals, and warm earth travelers, passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm brushing worries aside. The garden never hurried. It simply glowed quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed in. So the bedtime garden of stars remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can glow softly, that calm can live in quiet gardens, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly shining above asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a tall tower where an owl perched quietly guarding the night. Its soft feathers shimmered faintly in moonlight, carrying gentle magic children sometimes wandered near. imagining the owl whispering soft stories to the stars and guiding gentle dreams. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the quiet presence slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the tower glowed softly, and the owl blinked slowly, every movement carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm wood and soft night air. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm brushing worries aside. The owl never hurried, it simply watched quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the owl that guarded the silent tower remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be still, that calm can live in quiet watchfulness, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly guarding around asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a corridor that stretched endlessly through soft light. Its walls shimmered faintly, carrying gentle magic, and quiet, calm children sometimes wandered through, imagining the corridor, whispering soft stories and guiding dreams along its gentle path. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft glow slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the corridor glowed softly, and every step seemed to float lightly, carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm wood and gentle evening breeze. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm brushing worries aside. The corridor never hurried, it simply stretched quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the endless corridor of dreams remained. Night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can be soft, that calm can live in endless paths, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly stretching before asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a fountain that glimmered softly. At night its waters rippled gently, carrying soft music that seemed to sing to the moon. Children sometimes wandered close, imagining the fountain, whispering gentle stories and carrying dreams across the village. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft melody slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the moon rose softly above, and the fountain shimmered faintly, every ripple carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of cool water and soft earth. Passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm brushing worries aside. The fountain never hurried, it simply sang quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the fountain that sang to the moon remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can move softly, that calm can live in gentle melodies, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly singing under the moon. Asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a ship that floated silently along a calm river. Its sails glimmered softly, carrying gentle magic and quiet dreams. Children sometimes imagined the ship whispering soft stories to the night and carrying sleeping souls gently across. The water adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft motion slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the river shimmered faintly, and the ship glided slowly, every ripple carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm wood and soft water. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The ship never hurried. It simply drifted quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the ship that carried sleeping souls remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can move softly, that calm can live in gentle drifting, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders, softly floating by asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a room where starlight gathered softly. Its walls shimmered faintly, and the light seemed to carry gentle magic, and calm children sometimes wandered inside, imagining the stars, whispering soft stories and guiding dreams. Across the floor, adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft glow slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the sky glowed softly, and the room shimmered faintly, every flicker carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm wood and gentle night air. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The room never hurried. It simply glowed quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the room full of starlight remained, night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can glow softly, that calm can live in gentle light, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly shining around asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a path that seemed to follow softly behind anyone who walked along it. Its surface shimmered faintly, carrying gentle magic, and quiet, calm children sometimes wandered along, imagining the path, whispering soft stories and guiding gentle dreams. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft glow of the path slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. Dusk, the village glimmered softly, and the path seemed to stretch gently, every step carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm earth and soft evening breeze. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The path never hurried. It simply followed quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the path that followed you home remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can move softly, that calm can live in quiet guidance, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly moving along. Asterisk. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a clock perched high above the town. Its hands moved slowly, as if drifting in gentle dreams. Its soft ticking carried quiet magic, and calm children sometimes looked up, imagining the clock whispering soft stories and guiding dreams across the village. Adults felt calmness settle spin their hearts. The gentle ticking, slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk the sky glowed softly, and the clock shimmered faintly, every tick carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly warm wood and soft evening breeze. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The clock never hurried, it simply ticked quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the sleepy clock of Willow Hill remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can move softly, that calm can live in gentle rhythm, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly ticking above. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a well whose water shimmered softly, reflecting times long past and times yet to come. Its surface carried gentle magic, and quiet, calm children sometimes wandered close, imagining the well, whispering soft stories and guiding dreams across its rippling surface. Adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the gentle reflections, slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the sky glowed softly and the well shimmered faintly, every ripple carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of cool water and soft earth. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The well never hurried, it simply reflected quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the well that reflected other times remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can move softly, that calm can live in gentle reflections, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly mirrored in the water. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was an orchard that came alive softly at night. Its trees glimmered faintly under bone moonlight and carried gentle magic. Children sometimes wandered through, imagining the orchard, whispering soft stories and guiding dreams. Among the branches, adults felt calmness settle in their hearts, the soft glow slowing thoughts and wrapping minds in peaceful quiet. At dusk, the sky shimmered softly, and every tree seemed to glow faintly, every leaf carrying invisible magic guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of sweet fruit and soft night air. Travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible calm, brushing worries aside. The orchard never hurried, it simply rested quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed. And so the secret orchard of nightfall remained, night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can glow softly, that calm can live in quiet places, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly shining round. In a quiet village tucked between gentle hills, there was a dream that floated softly above the rooftops. Its glow shimmered faintly, carrying gentle magic, and calm children sometimes imagined the dream, whispering soft stories and spreading gentle peace across their rooms. Adults felt calmness settle in their Hearts, the soft glow, slowing thoughts, and wrapping minds in peaceful quietude. Dusk, the sky glimmered softly, and the dream drifted quietly, every movement carrying invisible magic, guiding hearts toward restful sleep. The air smelled faintly of warm night air and soft earth travelers passing by sometimes paused, feeling invisible, calm, brushing worries aside. The dream never hurried, it simply floated quietly, carrying gentle magic for anyone who noticed it. So the dream that belonged to everyone remained night after night, a gentle reminder to the village that magic can move softly, that calm can live in shared wonder, and that every heart can drift peacefully into sleep when it notices gentle wonders softly passing by.